My uncle works for Half-Life and has given me this dev copy of Half-Life 3, and it's fully complete. It's actually been fully complete for 15 years, and they changed the main character's name from Gordon Freeman to John Chapman. They also changed the name of the game to Half Sword. You start the game with an info dump telling you that this is Mark and he is evil. I hate squares. For sharp edges is just a terrible design idea. They're weird and they make me uncomfortable, and Mark is the biggest square of them all. He also killed John and John and John, and soon he'll kill John, so John, have to kill him first, but that's secondary. After that lore dump, I am dropped into an infinite seeming room with black fog in every direction. I walk over to this box, open it, and take the axe inside. I said, take the axe inside. You know what? It's fine. You can have all the time you need. Okay, I'll just skip to when you do it. So it looks like you got the axe by defeating the box, as you can see by its sideways appearance. Yes, it's true. I didn't fail the most basic of tasks in this game. This was secretly a boss difficult enough to put anything FromSoft has made to shame. Looking at this weapon, you might wonder why Gabe Newell Incorporated hasn't put any guns in the game. It's quite simple. Spider-Man has already perfected the shooter genre, so there's no point in making games that include guns. I then find pants that I try to cut with my axe. You know, some people find it funny to try and convince me I should have worn them, but sorry, I'm just projecting stuff from my real life onto the game. No one in this masterpiece has ever thought my lack of pants weird. The big evil square Mark sends one of his lackeys after me, but I make swift work of the Markling. I then sprint into the great darkness looking for a quadrangular nemesis, but I only find some barrels that give me a greater challenge than anything Mark has or ever will send against me. Suddenly, I'm attacked by a little square lover trying to remove the smooth edges from the almost perfect cylinder that is a barrel, but I remove the blood from its throat first. I then go back to my true enemy and defeat it. After another Mark sympathizer removes my life, I see some dastardly closed skeleton. Another one of Mark's tricks, trying to make me, John, give up by showing the thing I long for most, scantily clad bones, but I do not give in to the temptation of oh so sexy carcasses. After I escape the great want of sin, I respawn and am given clothes, but I am punished by the oval gods and killed very slowly. Resisting once more, I respawn yet again. After accepting the offer of clothes once more, I beat the shit out of some right ankler and try to let the power of Christ compel me. But I fail. I attempt to use the age-old stool and knife technique, but after the chair is struck out of my hands, I am slain. Temptation. After more righteous murder, I show my progress by almost flawlessly opening this chest, my only flaw being throwing away my only weapon in the process. This perpendicular dick abuses the fact and kills me once more. Temptation. I spew out my righteous anger through the ending of lives of lower worth than humanity. When I realize I can remove limbs, I try to remove every limb from this animal, but I'm really bad at it. So embarrassed, I leave. I cut this thing in two and slowly get better at removing limbs. I also managed once to remove a part of another's pants, revealing the beauty of its round behind. I then spend a scary amount of time trying to destroy any recognizable trait of this guy. I then go further on my righteous journey and pick up even more articles of clothing when I'm defeated by the one thing stronger than me, a man without clothes. Oh, the temptation. I realize Mark's powers have grown when the very world removes one of my hands, bullies me further with a weapon that's true strength can only be reached by someone with two hands. I let out my anger on this demonic soul and move on just to do the same thing to the next, and the next, and the next. The only thing changing being my weaponry. My rampage only ends when Mark himself jumps in. It becomes harder every single time. I finally realize this thing is formed like a shield. I also use the advanced strategy of poking with a butcher knife to obliterate this rectangular freak. I also realize the horrors you can commit in this game. I tried the knife and shield technique, but I lose my knife mid-battle. But this was not a failure on my part, but my enemies, for the knife was the only thing holding me back. But I scrape my knee with the incredible power of my shield and die. I unnaked myself, meet my old foe, and then do a devastating crutch hit. It was actually so devastating. I was put in the gulag. Hello guys, sorry this video has been delayed 30 years, but I'm finally back and ready for crime. Oh shit, not again. Sorry the video got delayed another 20 years. Had some troubles getting home from Russia, but I'm finally back and ready to live a life without crimes of any sort. I went around and killed some guys. When I learned the point X at guy technique, it works wonders. I never use it again. Then I meet my old friend Thomas. I talked to him. Hey, your head looks very round today. But he charges at me. It seems like Mark, the monster that he is, has turned my best friend against me. I successfully disarm him. like cut off his arm. This was very sad. I tried to spare him, but later I accidentally hit myself and blame it on him. I also tried to keep his head as a trophy of our friendship, of course, but it doesn't fit in my pockets. I do my usual main character routines like charging headfirst into danger when I'm suddenly attacked by Mark's twin brother, Merg. Now, you may wonder why his twin brother is special when we're all one big family of twins. Well, his name sounds like Mark, and let's just say this battle is very embarrassing for one of us. And it wasn't me, baby. I keep moving when I start battling parts of Mark's elite squad. They have the power of having the same shirt as Mark. I then meet face to face with Mark's chief commander of violence, murder, and other heinous acts aimed towards the innocent, Sweetie Pie. I battle Sweetie Pie, but I'm struck down, but as life leaves my eye, Mark himself runs at me to beat my dead body. After temptation, I find some clothes, which unknown to me allows Mark to use his infamous crash the game attack, but it only changes the colors of my clothes. Whilst picking up pants, I meet Thomas' twin brother, Thomas, and he is mad that I killed Thomas. This isn't out of the ordinary, as he's always been a little crybaby, but after a bit of talking, we resolve it. I try to use a pitchfork, but I quickly realize I shouldn't do that. I get a new weapon, but this guy wants to be the big spoon, resulting in my game crashing. I start meeting some pretty strong crowds, and by strong I mean not naked. Also, is it just me, or does these guys not look kinda like Putin? I keep on slaying like girl boss I am when I'm attacked and killed by these two master martial artists. I didn't expect for me to die this much in this video. This is a weird, funny game I found on Steam. Just pretend I say temptation for the rest of the video. I meet another one of Thomas's twins who ruins my shirt and gets away with only losing an arm. Then I'm assaulted by Mark's boyfriend, who's, for your information, also one of the twins. I make quick work of him. I find a new shirt, but whilst changing I'm surprised attacked by Oreo that I accidentally dropped in the toilet, but only the black part became brown man. After getting reborn, I get killed again by a guy with a pitchfork, which is weird as it sucks major ass. Or is it just me? No, it isn't. This guy is hacking. The very first thing I do after dying is die again. I also find a scythe. I also realize I shouldn't use a scythe. Wow, didn't think Putin wanted to support Ukraine. I'm killed by yet another guy with a pitchfork. This game really has a big hacker problem. What's an NPC? This one I learned that dual wielding knives is powerful, to say the least. I quickly run into another NPC that uses the same technique as me. A short time later I run into some Markster elites, which means he's close. I actually get so close he uses the age-old crash the game technique yet again. But after a quick color change I learn how to open chests with my knives. I then learn how to take an axe to the chest. Quick tip to really make it realistic: make sure to stop breathing on impact. I pick up a hoe, I throw a hoe, forcing me to beat this guy with my bare fists or die. Guess which one I got? I then use the various techniques I've learned during my adventures to die to a Markling with a paddle. After respawning I try using these little knife thingies. They are effective. I then start cosplaying a murderer, but get a bit too much into my role. But my method acting attracts the interest of the elites, so I show them my work, and let's just say I think I got the role. Mark, however, dislikes my type of roleplay and bans me from the server. Little does he know that was my burner account. Realizing this, but only having one ban per year, he tries to kill me himself, but after I disarm him, he runs. I then remember my only goal is to kill him, but I get a cool sword. Then I run into him once more. Having learned not to let him run, I kill him in one fell swoop. Finally ridding the world of the thing I hate most and ending the terrible rule of squares. Finally happy, I live out the rest of my day killing the innocent and square sympathizers. I end my life with a very small kill count. Also, a lot of you guys have told me to play this game called Minecraft.